So welcome, lovely teachers, to the second last day of our birthday celebration week. Tomorrow, Vibrant Music Teaching, the membership with all our fabulous resources, is turning 7. Oh my gosh, she's going to be 7. And just recently, Vivid Practice turned 1 year old. So we're celebrating both birthdays this week, and tomorrow will be the last live celebration. We've been giving away gifts all week. So we've got another one to give away today. There's yellow and blue left. So get commenting so you're in with a shout of winning one of those. And best of luck winning one. If I draw someone who's already won, I will draw again because we want to be fair. But we've got 2 more. One today, one tomorrow. And then there's a mystery surprise extra thing tomorrow as well, which I'm so excited to announce to you. Might come a little bit out of left field in a way, but in a fun way, I hope. And I hope it will be inspiring to a lot of teachers. So I'm looking forward to that. But today we're talking about repeating what works. We've been visiting the 7 natural wonders of the world this week. Today we're at Victoria Falls. I've never been there. I'd love to go. I saw some fabulous waterfalls at when I was in Bali this summer. It's just amazing. But I've never been somewhere. Well, I've been to Niagara Falls. I was going to say I haven't seen a really big waterfall. That's not true. I've been to Niagara, but I haven't been to Victoria Falls. But we're thinking about repetition, right? Waterfalls are just a cycle. So what is it that we're doing or that we used to do that we need to keep doing? Let's take this time together to affirm in the things we're already doing that work. What are you great at? What are you doing in your lessons that you're like, I never skip this, or I always have to do this on a regular basis because I love it and it works? What feels like that to you right now? That's what I'd love to hear today. Good morning to you. Welcome. Random office work. Yeah, there's a lot of that that goes around, isn't there? Yeah, Juliet. Hopefully me and you will both get outside in the sunshine today before it disappears. Oh, thunderstorms over Minnesota. Cool. Fantastic. So yeah, let me know what it is that is working for you right now. I think we need to keep some sort of a record of things we're doing in lessons, things we do regularly, things we're trying. We need to write it down somewhere so that later, in a few months or years, we can refer back to it and go, hey, I used to do that and that worked really well. Why did I stop? Oh, I guess I just got bored of it. Well, I'm not bored of it anymore, so let's give it another go, you know? Or we just like want to try a new resource, so we fit that in by temporarily excluding something that we were doing before. And then new resource doesn't work out, or we get bored of that, or whatever happens, and we forget to come back to the older thing. So what are the things right now that are currently working? Or what are the things that you used to do but you kind of forgot about that you need to bring back into lessons, right? Tiffin says rhythm. That's awesome to hear rhythm is working for you. Yeah. There's a lot of things obviously that are working in our lessons and that I need to revisit in some cases. Like I think even method books, sometimes I can set them aside in favor of something else, or, you know, I have a favorite, like a lot of people know Piano Safari is my favorite. That doesn't mean I always use it. So I have a lot of other method books, and I believe really anything can work. And different students suit different things and different goals I have for their lessons and stuff. So we can go back to these books and go, actually, one that came up for me today. So it's sorting through all these supplemental books to give them to students who need an extra thing at the moment. And I realized I haven't given anyone a copy of A Spotlight Solos by Jennifer Eklund. Excellent. She's excellent. Jennifer Eklund in a while. I was like, why? I guess I just, like, it's not like students would like them any less. I just kind of was trying new things, and I like to have a lot of supplemental books, so we've lots of variety there. So I was looking at it and going, oh, we should give them to someone soon. Like, we should get back into those. It's good to try new stuff as well, but let's revisit the things that do work as well. Testing new games and lessons, love that. Lots of movement, absolutely, Juliet. That's something you excel in. Ensemble work prepared in lessons that comes together as a group at the recital. Oh, that's fun. I love that. Juliet does that too, so that's awesome. Teaching theory with VMT games. Awesome that that's working. I love it. Fun and success doing a featured composer unit in January, February each year. Yes, things don't have to be year-round to be successful and to be worth doing again, right? Quick study pieces that can be learned in a week. It can be surprising in many cases, especially with transfer students. I feel like I say those 4 words a lot, especially with transfer students. That's why I'm laughing at myself. But it can be surprising how low we have to go with that level to make it a 1-week piece. Like a student who would take 4 weeks to learn X type of piece, we would think, oh, this piece could be learned in 1 week. And actually we need to go even lower sometimes in the level than we realize. Always make them choose the repertoire, give them 3 or 4 options, even the youngest ones. Yeah, not for me anyway, not for every repertoire. Every teacher works different. But for things where I am giving them a choice, like I like to have some things that are a choice and some things that I just know will work for them, but I like the mixture. Playing duets with students, absolutely. We need to keep doing that again and again. I think it's easy to let that go by the wayside, actually, especially students who are in an earlier method book level and they have all those teacher duets, right? If we're feeling like, oh, we're not getting enough done, or I need them to move faster, sometimes we let that step of playing the piece with the teacher duet go. And actually, it's so important. They really need to do it. So yes, absolutely to that one. Yeah, spotlight solos are great. I never thought otherwise. I just kind of not forgot about them, but just ended up using other books that were newer to me for a while. So got a few on my shelf and I'm going to find people to give them to. Yes, absolutely. Love Forrest Kinney, as you probably know. All his books are fabulous. They're a gift to the world. So I'm glad to hear you're using those in your multi-level group lessons. So sometimes we can be repeating what works the same way, or sometimes we need to reflect on what we've been doing, think about whether we want to repeat it. But sometimes even if it was working, we don't want to repeat it because it's not just about it working for the student and being a good tactic. Like, we could theoretically decide on the best thing to do with students step by step and do the same thing over and over and over. But then we might as well be an app with videos of a teacher. Like, it's individualized to the student, but it's also injected with newness to keep us entertained. Sometimes there's nothing wrong with a method book except that you've taught it 100 times. It would still be perfectly good for that student if you had the same enthusiasm for it. But if you don't, it is okay to set it aside and pick something else, right? Yeah, absolutely. Bringing in some choice is really important. Love that. Okay, so keep telling me the things that are working and the things that you're repeating, or maybe the things that you need to still keep doing, but you're bored of the way you're doing it. And we could help brainstorm that too. I am going to draw our prize winner for the day. So I'm going to draw someone from the chat. I'm not going to look at the chat while I spin up and down, and go. Tiffin! Congratulations! Everybody let me know which color we're going to open for Tiffin. We've only got yellow and blue left. Yellow and blue. Blue and yellow. Yellow and blue. Pick one. continue to include composition and improv. Yeah, it's so easy to get sidetracked from that. Summer camp was focused on composition, and there was so much learning taking place. Yes. Composition in particular, I think it's hard to do year round in an in-depth way because it does take a lot of time, a lot of teacher focus and time in the lesson, because it's just slow for them to write it down, but there's so much value in it, them writing it down themselves. That's why we've in my studio this year, we're using something called composing journals, which are just very short spaces for them to write my small compositions. We have a resource called micro composing in the library. Again, same kind of idea, just done a bit differently. Like I was saying, refreshing things just because they need to be refreshed. Like we need a new take on it, but it doesn't mean we don't need to do composition anymore or the way we did it was wrong. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of yellows. Nobody wants blue, eh? Blue's going to be tomorrow then. Okay, here's yellow. Here's the yellow. Anyone guess what it is? I'm moving it quickly because you can kind of see through the yellow paper. So, what is it? I guess. What do we think that is? Congratulations again. Anyone guess? Rustling on the way. Anyone guess what that is? I've been doing theme weeks since COVID just to make it seem more interesting, such as pajama week or wear blue or wear something with an animal on it. I'm bored now. Yeah, so it's okay to let it go, right? And then maybe in a few years you'll be like, I'm bored of not having theme weeks. Let's do theme weeks, you know? Okay, here's what Tiffin has won. We have Rhythm in 5. This is a book with lots of short little rhythm games that you can do, some of them with nothing, and the other ones with the cards, which are there links to in the book, and are also in the VMT library for members. And then we have Practice Pi. This one is for parents, so it's awesome to keep a copy of this or a couple of copies in your studio and lend them to parents, or you can do what I do and give one to every parent. I had a wonderful moment on Saturday because a student who had started the week before, their mum came to me and said they had read the book and they loved it and asked me specific things about different sections of it, which was just like, whoa, you really read it. Not you really read it at all, but you didn't just skim it, you read it properly and in the first week of lessons. That's a win in my book. Absolutely love to hear that. Yeah, right? Sometimes we just need to let things go. You're so welcome! Congratulations, I didn't do my cheer for you. Congratulations, Tiffin. I'm delighted to be sending those to you. Please email us your address, support@vibrantmusicteaching.com. Let us know the best address to send those to, and we'll have them on their way to you. Yeah, I mean, there are like standard things that we need to include that I think we need to mix up how we do it every so often for our own and our students' sanity. Oh, Bethan, you did guess. I didn't see that. Yes, you did guess correctly because it was yellow and it matched the Practice Pi cover, right? Well done. Okay, so we have one more day left of our celebrations. I mean, we celebrate all the time around here, but one more day of these particular celebrations. Tomorrow is Vibrant Music Teaching's actual birthday. Oh my god. So that live stream is 2.5 hours later than this one. It is 3:30 in Ireland in the UK. You can work out when that is for you, or you can just check the member calendar if you're a member, or watch your email for the emails if you're not a member yet. And that is going to be our last one. I'll be giving away the final present, the blue one, and making our special announcement, which I'm really excited about. So you have to be live and commenting to be in with a shout of winning the last prize. You don't have to be live for the special announcement, although I would suggest watching the replay soon because it's something where I don't want to give too much away, but you're going to want to plan and get excited to get involved. That's the way I'm going to say it. So yeah. So I hope you'll join me for that one. I hope you'll also fill out our practice survey at vibrantmusicteaching.com/practice and send it to parents in your studio, because that's the piece we really need to make that survey work and put together an amazing report about practice in 2024. The survey takes under 3 minutes, so it's really not a huge ask. And we have a template if you don't want to write the email or the post on Instagram or Facebook or whatever yourself. Then we have templates in a blog post. So go to the Colourful Keys blog to see those. It's one of our recent posts about the practice survey. And then we also have our Keys and Trees retreat. The early bird tickets are available for that. It is coming up next June. So it's a while away, but it's here in Ireland. So you have to be able to plan to get here, which is why we're announcing it so far in advance and giving you a chance to save your ticket for that. This is an in-person retreat with a small group of teachers and me. I mean, I'm a teacher too, but including me, in rural Ireland. It's going to be 2 days of relaxing, co-working and learning together. Nothing too intense. I'd say it's suited to extroverts as well, because they can chat with other extroverts that are there, but it's very suited to introverts because you can disappear into a quiet nook to work for a bit anytime you want to. I'm hoping that we'll also be able to take some walks in nature, again, all optional. And there's options to bring a partner with you if you want to bring, your spouse or someone else with you to share your room. We have an option for having like a +1 who doesn't pay for the retreat part. They're just paying for the bed and breakfast part, as it were. So yeah, we do have an option for that to make it work for those who want to travel with a buddy or a partner. And I'm just really looking forward to it. It's a long way away, but again, you're going to want to get planning to see if you can really make it over. And you're also going to want to book your ticket because there's not very many, because it's just staying in a big house together. So, we are maxed out very much at a certain ceiling. So that is Keys and Trees retreat. No, keysandtrees.com. Nearly gave you the wrong address. keysandtrees.com, like piano keys, A-N-D, trees. keysandtrees.com for that one. All the details are there, and you can let me know if you have any questions about that. I hope I will see you back here tomorrow for our final birthday celebration. If I get time, hopefully there will be a cake if I've had time to bake it, or there might be some kind of a treat with candles in it. So feel free to bring your own as well, because I would love to have to give you an excuse to have a treat. Not that you need an excuse, you can have a treat anytime. So I hope to see you tomorrow for that. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you then. Bye everyone.